to you, and you, and you, and you, Happy Halloween. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be all about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Yes, this is crinkled up because I use this sucker a lot. This is the park, not the park guide, but the Halloween party guide that you'll get every single year, and this was our lifeline. This tells you every single thing that you are going to be doing, where you need to go to see different things. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't tell you where specific characters are going to be. I hate that. It tells you where character spots are. So for this map, if you wanted to find a Disney character, you would just look for little Mickey heads. And then that tells you that there's a character there. But it does not tell you who is there. So if you're not a seasoned Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party attendee, then I suggest highly that you do your research. There's a lot of blogs online that you can find that people will go to the first Halloween party and kind of stake out where different characters are and then release that online so you know where to go. And then a lot of time, vlogs. I watched so many vlogs before I went because this was my first Halloween party. And I saw where all the characters were, and they even changed them this year. So if you go back and you watch like 2014, 2015, some of the characters won't be in the same spot. This year they changed around the characters. Like I know for sure that the dwarves used to be over by the castle, but they were moved to Storybook Circus because when it rained, they all had to leave and they couldn't stay out and greet people. And they're a really huge line, so they moved them over there. And then Jack and Sally are in Liberty Square, where they used to be in Storybook Circus. So, or some other place, I don't remember. But they are in Liberty Square. So be sure to do your research. I know that those two for sure changed locations. I don't know about anybody else. I did meet the characters that I did meet were the 7 dwarves. By the way, if you're going to meet the dwarves or Jack and Sally, get in line an hour to an hour and a half early. We got in line for the dwarves at 4:50, and the party doesn't start till 7. So we got in line so early. But what they don't tell you is that the dwarves and Jack and Sally come out early before the party even starts. So you can meet them early and then not even miss any of your party time. So that was our goal when we were going. We got in line at 4:50. We were the very first people in line for the dwarves. I had a sweet cast member help me. I wish that I could remember her name. I did turn her in, like I told the people up at the front, because there's like a thing that you can do for cast members who are really great. You can give them like a recommendation or hey, this cast member was really great, and then that helps them out a lot. So whoever you are, if you ever watch this, thank you so much, you're awesome. She really helped. She put me in the exact right spot I needed to wait. She made sure that when people came up they couldn't get in front of me. She was really sweet. So we waited about, they came out at 6:15. So we waited about an hour and 30 minutes to meet the dwarves, but we were the very first in line and we didn't miss the party. So we went straight from the dwarves and headed right over to where Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and Eeyore and Tigger were, because they are really cute in their Halloween costumes, and we got to meet them too before the Halloween party even started. I think right when we were going up to get our picture taken, the music changed, and that's when you know the Halloween party starts. The music comes on and you listen to Halloween music, and your ghost host invites you to enjoy the Halloween party. So right when that started, we had already met 2 characters, which was absolutely fantastic. We also met Cruella de Vil. She's really funny if you get a chance to meet her. And the weird thing was a lot of people didn't even know she was going to be there. I met Tarzan, Jane, and Turk, which Tarzan is my absolute favorite Disney movie of all time. And so I knew they were going to be there and I could not miss them. So I went by myself while the others went to go eat because that's how bad I wanted to see them. food, Tarzan over food. When I was standing in line to meet Tarzan, Turk, and Jane, there was a couple behind me that were trying to see what villains they could meet, and I mentioned something about Cruella de Vil, and they didn't even know she was going to be there. So that's another reason you really, really, really need to do your research before you go, so you know who all is available to see. Because they didn't even know she existed in the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party world. So yeah, she was there. She was like far in Storybrooke Circus, like right by the train tracks. That's how far away and unnoticed she was. So we got in line for her and waited about 10 minutes because no one really knows she's over there unless you're over there walking around. So we met Dwarves, Winnie the Pooh, Cruella de Vil, Tarzan, Jane, and Turk. And I think that's all that we met for the Halloween party. I wasn't really interested in meeting anybody else. I don't really care for The Nightmare Before Christmas. I know some people are going to like get on me for that, but it's just not my style. So I didn't really want to see them. So I had more time just to see the people I wanted to see. And then another priority for me was the parade and this Hocus Pocus stage show and the fireworks. My recommendation for the fireworks, and you can probably find this recommendation all over online, but if you're not looking for it, then you're not going to know. The best place, personally, that I think to stand for the fireworks is right beside Casey's Corner or right beside that little ice cream shop across from Casey's Corner. The reason being is you're standing right in the perfect spot to see the castle and all of its projections on the castle, and you're also getting a really, really great view of the fireworks. And the Halloween show fireworks have 360 fireworks, and it doesn't go all the way to around the park. It just goes right in that Casey's Corner behind the castle. So you're standing right in the perfect spot to see all of the fireworks right around you. So I think that is the best spot to watch that. Another thing that we did was we got in line in that exact spot, Casey's Corner, to watch the parade. I think this is a really great, this was kind of, it was a really great idea, but right where we were sitting, there was a light that was like gleaming down, so our videos were like getting shot with the light, which was but you could see the parade coming towards you, and then you can also see it going beside you, so you get two great views of the parade. And plus we were sitting right on Main Street, which all the Main Street buildings are being like lit up with purple, orange, red, and they're just flashing, and you don't get that any other place in the park where you watch the parade. It's just normal and you just see the parade. So we got a really, really great show while we were watching the parade. So we got to see the parade, eat at Casey's Corner, and watch the fireworks all in the same area, and it really worked out well for us. After that, we went to the Haunted Mansion, which I also suggest because the Haunted Mansion is the only ride during the Halloween party that the cast members that are working Haunted Mansion are dressed up as ghosts and as really creepy characters that kind of play a role during the Halloween party. And then right in front of Haunted Mansion, there is a ghost. I can't remember her name, Madame something, and she's like a comedian ghost, which she'll sit there and talk to you and have conversations with everybody in the crowd and just make everybody laugh, and it's just a really fun addition to the Halloween party. So we rode on the Haunted Mansion, and then after that we caught the second parade at a different spot. My family actually stayed back and watched it over by Frontierland, and I walked to the front right in front of the castle because I knew that there was a midnight showing of Hocus Pocus Spectacular, and I really wanted to be in the front for that show. So I watched it again right on that little circle in front of the castle. And then I watched the Hocus Pocus show at midnight. I really suggest doing that because it's all of the kids typically go home with their parents after the first parade, because a lot of the shows go on earlier in the party too. So after the first parade, it kind of dies down, and then after the second parade, everybody typically wants to leave, and there's typically a midnight showing of the stage show. So that's what we did. We stayed and we watched the lowest crowd show of Hocus Pocus, and it was the best. That show is one of the best that I've ever seen Disney do, and I've been to Disney a whole lot since I was a little kid, but when I really could remember things, I've been probably 3 or 4 times. and that is the best stage show. Villains come out and dance. You've got the Sanderson sisters, which I grew up watching Hocus Pocus, and so it's just really, really special and really cool that the way they do it. I've just gone off on a tangent, haven't I? Another cool thing about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is they have trick-or-treating for all ages. If you're any age, you can participate, and they have different locations, and they are stamped with a pumpkin. So anywhere you see a pumpkin on the map is a trick-or-treating station, and you go, and it's the good kind of candy, not like Tootsie Rolls and Starburst. It's like Reese's, Snickers, Hershey, like it's really good candy, and there's not a limit to how much you can get. I've saw people carry 2 backpacks in and fill both of their backpacks up and then leave the party, and they just came for the trick-or-treating. I was like, dang. So they got their money's worth on that candy. So they have trick-or-treating, they have special villains that you can meet, special characters that you can meet that you typically don't ever get to meet. They have the Boo to You parade, which is, that's one of the best parades I've ever seen Disney do ever. I haven't been to the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Parade. I've seen videos of it, and it looks really magical, but golly, the Boo to You parade has everything. It has everything. The Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party has like fun characters and really pretty snow falling on Main Street, but you get the whole villain side on the Boo to You parade, and the villains are walking and they're interacting with the crowd, and you've got the hitchhiking ghosts up there that look like animatronics, but they also look like humans, and I still can't figure that out. But the Boo to You parade and the Hocus Pocus Spelltacular and the Hallowishes fireworks, they're all spectacular, and I think it's so worth the money, extra money, to go and experience that. It's Disney just never fails. They never fail. If they do something special, it's going to be special. Let's see here. Oh, they have a dance party over in Tomorrowland, and it's the Monsters from Monsters Inc. and Monsters University, and it's like they have Boo, they have Mike, they have Sully, they have the 2319 guy with the sock on his back, and it's just a huge dance party all night during the Halloween party. I didn't get to make it over there because that wasn't really one of my priorities. I wanted to get all of my my priority stuff done, which was just the characters I wanted to meet and then those 3 shows. The parade I'm counting as a show, but that is available to you if that's something that you're interested in. And I know Lotso, who is never out either, is over there by Buzz Lightyear, and they're by his ride. So that would be a really cool character. I kind of wanted to meet him, but I didn't have any time. That's another thing about the Halloween party. If you're going, do your research and schedule what you want to do, like in priorities. Because once you get there, it's kind of overwhelming the amount of options that you have to go do this, and you don't really have a plan. We tried to plan as best we could, having never been to a party, and it really worked out well for us. So I really suggest making a game plan. Pre-think about what you want to do, who you want to meet, what you want to see, and experience, and that will really help your party go smoothly. Another thing about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is that there is exclusive merchandise to the party. I did not get any merchandise this year. I really wanted to get the stuff from last year because I thought the design was a little bit more my style than this year's design was, so I unfortunately did not get anything from that party. The pictures are enough for me for memorabilia and something to remember it by. So the pictures, I did get a lot of pictures with the characters, and we had the memory maker, so those will be with me forever. But that is an option for you. They have pins, they have t-shirts, sweatshirts, ornaments, cups, mugs, everything that you could think of that you might want to help commemorate your Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, they have. One last thing I would like to say about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is that they have special treats. Some of them actually apply to your dining plan, so if you have snack credits on your dining plan, you can use them to get these treats, which we did. And it's on the back of your pamphlet. It says specialty foods, and then it lists all the places that you can go to get those foods, and it lists what is special to the Halloween party, which is really, really nice. And talking about the merchandise, they also have listed all the places that you can go to grab that merchandise. Like I said, this little guide that you get is really like a lifeline. So I highly suggest that you make sure you pick one of these up, and it'll help you get to where you need to go faster and more efficient. That is all that I have to say about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Overall review, totally and completely worth the money. I would do it again. I probably will do it again sometime down the line, hopefully in the near future, in a couple of years, maybe, who knows. Totally worth it. There are so many things for you to enjoy that you don't get to experience on a regular Disney vacation unless you pick a day with the Halloween party. So I highly, highly, highly recommend it. If I had to say one thing to do before you go to a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, that would be to do your research. Seriously, seriously, seriously. Read some blogs, watch some YouTube vlogs on characters, on what you can do. There's some really, really great content out there that can help prepare you and help you put together kind of what you want to do, who you want to see, and what you want to see. I think that is completely important, unless you're just the kind of person that just wants to show up and then figure it out when you get there. That is completely not me. I want to know what I'm doing before I get there, and then that seems easier to me. But that would be my one recommendation. Overall, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is amazing. I give it 2 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching my Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party review and kind of tell-all, if you will. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button. Keep an eye out for my Disney Christmas vlogs that will be coming out soon. I'm going to Disney the day after Christmas, so keep an eye out for those. They will be coming so you can see how Disney pulls out all the stops for Christmas time. Literally everything is decorated. It's going to be beautiful. So keep an eye out for those videos. I will be posting as soon as I return and get those edited. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.